Jason Warnick, and I'm the Director of Admissions and Financial Aid at Ross. The school started actually on a boat. Students' answers are usually better than their parents' anyway. You know, Ross is a newer school.
Right.
It's only about 25 years old. And essentially the way the school came to fruition was Stephen Ross and Courtney Ross were raising their daughter, who was a student at a traditional private day school in New York City. And
right.
Stephen Ross was the chairman CEO of Time Warner, but essentially they were looking at the experience that their daughter was having educationally and feeling like that school model wasn't really preparing students for the future that they would be entering once they finished up with school. So this was late 80s, early 90s.
由此可见 ，Stephen Ross 也就是这个学校的创办人，他是一个有理想的土豪。当年创办了这个学校，也是为了给自己的孩子找到最理想的教育。其实呢，很多美国的学校，它的历史都可以追溯到一个创办人。这个人他的性格、他的特点、他的成长经历，塑造了这个学校的灵魂。例如，加州排名第一的 Thatcher School。他们的创始人和马的关系，创始人认为学习马术并且养马对培养孩子的品性非常的重要。还有就是我的母校在 Boston 附近的 Tabor Academy， 我们的创始人和海洋的关系，我们认为海洋运动对孩子品性和身体的培养非常的重要。
And the Rosses were really looking at globalization, at technology, at cultural exchange, and just kind of the direction the world was going in.
What kind of tools were they thinking?
Yeah. So the cool thing is the school started actually on a boat.
Oh, wow.
So Courtney Ross took Nicole and some teachers and tutors and some other students as well, and they started traveling the world. So the philosophy behind the curriculum at Ross has always been global in scope. So putting everything students study into the context of international education.
The Ross School 的国际化呢，还体现在它的宿舍设置上面。学校采用一个 house system， 是学生都住在一个小别墅里面。那每一个别墅里面呢，有来自于5-6个不同国家的学生，特别像一个小联合国。Could you share more about the curriculum with us?
So each student actually takes a class called Cultural History, and that's really the center of the curriculum. The student, we call it the spiral curriculum, and that's because the student is at the center, and the subject matter sort of spirals around the student.
Right, and then you mentioned that the Ross School, you know, the residential life programs based on the Swiss school. You know, any other features about the Ross School that you wanted to highlight that makes it special and different?
Yeah, so I think beyond our location and our campus and sort of the innovative curriculum that we talked about, I think we have a program called Field Academy. And every March, every student at Ross signs up for a Field Academy trip. So like last year, the students went to Oman, Borneo, Morocco, Fiji, Maui, and several different trips around Europe. And these trips, like our curriculum, are integrated. Every student gets that. It kind of harkens back to that founding story on the boat, traveling the world. So we still keep that really sort of vibrant, and it's still alive today. The kids travel the world, and then they come back and make presentations on it.
听着特别有意思吧？不仅可以周游列国，而且还可以边学边玩。在 Ross 这个学校，你这些 field trip 全都是包含在学费里面的，所以呢，它一定是比其他学校要贵一点点了。Do you have any fun stories to share? It could be students who's done well or students who didn't do that well.
I would say this: sometimes parents are more of a challenge than the student. So I would advise parents to back away and let the student shine. I've had parents standing in the doorway whispering answers to their child, and that never goes over well.
And you're like, I could hear you.
And I can hear you. So it's, you know, and the students' answers are usually better than the parents anyway.
Right.
So some of it is for the parents to really allow the student to have the experience.
Do you see some of the Chinese students having some difficulties? And if they are having difficulties, what are some of the common areas that you would recommend the new families to work on?
So I guess one thing is to prepare students to be resilient. I think sometimes in the preparation for boarding school, students in China, they get so excited about the opportunity that they sort of think it's going to be this perfect situation. And then when they get there, you know, there are still challenges at school. And so I guess more than anything is preparing for challenges.
很多家长都问我说 ，Ross School 的中国孩子会不会特别的多？其实除了中国学生，其他地方的国际学生也是比较多的。原因在于 Stephen Ross 他在创办学校的时候，参考的是瑞士的私立寄宿学校的整个设置。瑞士的学校呢，它的国际学生比例一般都是超过于90%，为的就是说取得一个最国际化的一个教育。那么 Stephen Ross 他也是按照这种理念去创办了这所学校。